Yes, page number 103, question number 4. Dear reader, it's question on change in purchase price and selling price. How to deal with that? Let us see. A fire occurred on 10th July 2014, marked as DOF, date of fire, in the premises of Satyam Limited. From the following figures, calculate the amount of claim to be lodged with the insurance company for the loss of stock. Now listen everyone, tell me 10th July 2014 is the date of fire. If you see below information, is it a calendar year or financial year? Calendar year, because you can see stock is given on 1st January. So that is a calendar year, okay? Now make the corrections in the date. Instead of 1st January 2012, lot of corrections you have to do. Instead of that, do one thing. Date of fire, make it 10th July 2013. Date of fire, make it 10th July 2013. Now, fire means memorandum trading account will prepare from which period to which period? 1st January 2013 to 10th July 2013. Once again, memorandum trading account will make for which period? 1st January 2013 to 10th July 2013. So what is this stock at cost on 1st January 2012? Amount I can see 25. But what is that? Last year's opening stock, market as LY. What is this stock on 1st January 2013? Prior year's opening stock as well as last year's closing stock. Current year's opening stock will be last year's closing stock. Market LY, FY both. It will come in last year trading account also credit side, and 5 years trading account also on debit side. Okay? Purchases during 2012. What is that? Last year purchases, LY. Purchases from 1st January 2013 till date of fire, FY, 5 year purchases. Sales during 2012, LY, last year sales. Sales from 1st January till date of fire, FY, 5 year sales. Now important point is this, underline. During the current year, cost of purchase has risen by 10% above as compared to last year's level, and selling prices have gone up by 5%. How will it make the difference in memorandum trading account? When we do it, I'll explain it to you. Okay? Last year's trading account is to be made in the same manner as we did in the last lecture. Salvage value of stock after fire was 2000. So salvage will minus at the end. So first of all, here we have to make which year? Last year's trading account, find gross profit and its percentage. Okay, so let us make last year's trading account. Trading account for the year ended 31/12/2012. Yes, last year all information marked as LY will be considered. So to opening stock 20,000 will come in trading account on debit side. Yes, purchases 40,000 debit side. Yes, last year's sales is 60,000, buy sales 60,000. Here's what happened. Come now in the order. Now it will come in the order. Yes, it will come in the order. First we are writing debit side items. Opening stock we have written, purchases we have written. Are there any purchase expenses in the question? No. Now sales we have written on the credit side, right? Then Prachi, what is last year's closing stock? Yes, LY, FY we have marked it. Current year's opening stock is last year's closing stock, so buy closing stock 30,000. Any confusions? Now we can find the gross profit. 60 and 30, 90 minus 60, 30,000. To gross profit carried down. Any confusions in this? Off. Switch it off fast. But switch it off. Yes, now we are ready. After this, we will find percentage of gross profit. So, meet into 100. Percentage of gross profit will be equal to gross profit divided by sales into 100. So, gross profit 30,000 divided by sales 60,000 into 100. That is 50%. Understood this, everyone? Now, we can make current year's trading account memorandum. Put your pens down, understand the format which we will make for that first. What is the name of the firm or the trader? Satyam Limited, memorandum trading account for the year ended, for the period from, guess what is the period?
10 July 2013.
No, from 1/1/13 to 10/7/13. Now, this trading account will come with two columns. Be attentive, everyone. One is last year level, the other is current year level. As in the last, and when do we have to do this? In the last paragraph, you can see purchase price in current year has risen by 10%, and selling price in the current year has risen by 5%. When that kind of information is given, then you have to make this memorandum with two columns, last year level and current year. Did everyone understand this? It may rise also and it may fall also. In both the situations, you will make this columns. Continue. It is very interesting and logical how to do this balancing. So understand it properly and easy also. LY is last year, CY is current year. We are talking about the current year level of prices which are there in the current year. Make this formats fast, everyone. Fast, do the work first. Now, how to get the amounts, understand it. Very first. What is the opening stock of fire year? 30,000. What is the opening stock of fire year? 30,000. Closing stock of last year will be opening stock of current year. Now, this is last year's closing stock itself. So, in both the years level, the price remains same. Last year's amount itself is taken as current year. So, write down to opening stock 30,000 in both the column. Okay, last year level, current year level, both are same only. Any confusion in this? Now, after opening stock, we record purchases. What are the purchases of fire year? Now tell me, 88,000 is after 10% rise or not? If 88,000 is the purchases given in the fire year and this price has risen by 10%, means this 88,000 is after the rise of 10%. Is it last year's level or current year's level? Now, how to find it at last year's level? Understand it. Opening stock at both the levels is same. Okay. How to find purchases at last year's level? Suppose last year level was 100. Suppose the last year's purchase price was 100. Plus, it has risen by 10%, means current year's level is 110. Now when current year is 88,000, what will be last year's level? 80,000. How will you do it? 88,000 into 100 divided by 110. 80,000 is the last year's level. And you can see, if same purchases we would have made in last year, then we would have purchased it for 80,000, but because price has risen by 10%, so 80,000 is 10% more. Current year for the same goods we are paying 88,000. So what we are purchasing in the current year at 88,000, at last year's level we would have purchased it at 80,000. Did everyone understand this? Anyone who did not understand this last year's level, how to obtain it and why we are doing that also will be clear at the end of this trading account. Everyone has done the work. Anyone who did not understand the workings, how to obtain the purchases of last year level? So last year, if we would have made the same purchases, we would have made it at 80,000. But because price has increased by 10%, 80,000 is 10%, 8,000 more. Current year we are paying 88,000 for the same. Okay. Now after purchase, any purchase expenses given? No. So now we come on the credit side. Buy sales. What is the sales of 5 year given? 1,05,000. Is it last year level or current year level? Current year level. Now the sales again, selling price has risen by 5%. The way how will you make the same working for sales? Suppose last year level is equal to 100 plus rise of 5%. So current year level is 105. Then correct. Now current year's levels are 1,05,000. So what will be at last year's level? Current year's level sales are 1,05,000. So last year level how much? 1,05,000 into 100 divided by 105, that is 1 lakh. Means if same goods we would have sold last year, we would have sold it at 1 lakh, but in the current year we are selling it for 1 lakh 5,000. 5% increase in selling price. So 1 lakh 5% increase, 1 lakh 5,000. Did you understand this, everyone?
Yes.
Now, important point comes now. Why did we do this? What was our profit in the last year? 50%. Okay. Now just answer me one thing. Last year we were earning profit of 50% on sales. In this year, purchase price has increased by 10%. Selling price has increased by 5%. So would we be able to again earn a profit of 50% itself? Would the percentage of gross profit change or not?
Yes.
Last year we were earning a profit of 50%, but in this year purchase price has increased by 10%, selling price has increased by 5%. So would the percentage of gross profit change or no? We don't know would it increase or would it decrease. But the percentage of gross profit would change, which we do know. So 50% of gross profit cannot be applied in the current year. This is the reason we obtained two levels. Now, can we apply this 50% gross profit in the last year's level or not? Because current year the purchase price has increased by 10%. But at the last year's level it would have been 80,000. Current year the selling price has increased by 5%. At last year's level it would be. So can we apply this 50% gross profit at last year's level or not? That is why we made two columns. Because this percentage gross profit cannot be applied in the current year as purchase price has changed and also selling price has changed. So we obtained the level of last year. And this percentage gross profit will be applied in which level? Last year's level. Understood this portion?
Yes.
So 2 gross profit. What is last year's level sales? 1 lakh into 50%? 50,000. Only in last year level. Don't write it in current year level. Now in the last year's level, can we obtain the closing stock or not?
Yes.
So just mark this as 1, okay? With pencil. This is the first thing we have done in the balancing. Now 30, 110, 160. 1,60,000 minus 1,60,000 by stock on the date of fire. In bracket balancing figure. Mark this 60,000 as number 2. First thing in the balancing we have done is last year's level we applied that percentage of gross profit and then we obtained a stock on the date of fire at the level of last year. Right, everyone? Now be attentive. We assume that goods are sold and stock is kept by FIFO method. FIFO, first in, first out, means if we are selling goods of 1 lakh or 1,05,000 for the current year, first we would have sold entire stock of first in, first out. Opening stock would be sold first. And then whatever goods we purchase in the current year, then we sell it. So when we sell the goods, we assume that inventory is kept by first in, first out. And the goods are also sold by first in, first out. Means when we are selling goods of 1 lakh or 1,05,000, first we are selling goods of this 30,000. Then we are selling goods from this 88,000. Got it, everyone? Any confusion? While selling the goods, we assume first in, first out. Means whatever sales are made 1,05,000, we assume first we have sold goods of 30,000 and 1,05,000 is a huge amount. Means 30,000 is entirely sold. Then we have sold goods from 88,000 and whatever stock remains now, would it be of opening stock or purchases? Purchases only. If you assume FIFO method, means opening stock is entirely sold out first, then we start selling goods from purchases. So whatever goods are remaining unsold, they are from current year's purchases only. And current year's purchase price has increased by 10%. We assume whatever stock is remaining unsold is of current year's purchases. That has increased by 10%, means at current year's level that stock would be 66,000. Did you understand this portion? Once again, we assume that goods are sold under FIFO method, first in, first out. First in, first out means opening stock of 30,000 is entirely sold out first. Then we start selling goods from current year's purchases. So whatever stock is remaining unsold, that is remaining out of current year's purchases only. Now current year's purchase price has increased by 10%. At last year's level we get the stock of 60,000. This is from current year's purchases only. And that price has increased by 10%. Means actually in the current year that stock we would have purchased for what value? 66,000. Did you understand this? Our requirement is done. We require in the next statement of claim stock on the date of file that we obtained. Just as a formality, obtain the gross profit also. Just to finish the balance. Otherwise, this is not needed. Able to understand this? So mark this 66,000 as number 3. All of you are able to understand the procedure of balancing? Show this plus 10% also. From 60,000, we assume it is out of purchase. This purchase price has risen by 10%. So 60,000 plus 10%, it is 66,000. 1 lakh 5 plus 66, 1 lakh 71,000 minus 1 lakh 18,000. So 1 lakh, 53,000. Just as a formality we have done it, otherwise it's not needed. 14. Did you understand this balancing steps, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now just for understanding to it, 53,000 divided by 1,05,000 into 100. 53,000 divided by 1,05,000 into 100. 50. So actually the percentage of gross profit is not 50%, it is 50.47%. As I said, that percentage would have changed because purchase price has also changed, selling price has also changed. Did everyone of you understand this? Any confusions? So this is how you obtain the stock on the date of file. Okay. First, what will you do? This percentage you apply on which level? Last year's level. Then from that, you'll find out stock on the date of file. Then from stock on the date of file, you'll add purchase price increase of 10%. You'll find current year's. And then from that, you'll find out what is the last year's gross profit. All of you are clear with 1, 2, 3, 4 balancing step?
Yes.
Now the procedure is same. Statement of claim. So when do you have to do this 2 columns, last year level and current year level? When there is change in purchase price and now write down stock on the date of fire 66,000 minus salvage. What is salvage given? 2,000. So 64,000 is stock destroyed by fire. Then which two things do we compare? Now stock on the date of fire 66,000. Policy amount is it given? Not given. So we assume full insurance. So claim amount will be equal to stock destroyed by fire, that is 64,000. Formula is not to be applied, that is to be applied when there is under. So all have understood this portion of how to do it when there is change in purchase price and selling price. So in the notes, summary. Write down in the summary. Everyone has completed? Give the heading in the summary, change in purchase price and selling price. In the summary, give the heading, change in purchase price and selling price. Remember, it can be rise or it can be fall. Even if they say it has decreased by suppose 5%, then what will you do? 100 minus 595. Comparison same way. Then 1,05,000 into 100 upon 95. That. Okay, but same steps should be done. So, if purchase price and selling price has changed in the current year, following points to be noted. First, memorandum trading account will be prepared with 2 columns dash last year level and current year level. Any confusion in this? Second, purchases and sales of last year level should be obtained in workings by adjusting for change in price. Okay, as we have done here. Last year's levels purchase and sales we obtained by adjusting for change in the price. Is everyone clear with it? Third, past year's percentage of gross profit, past year's percentage of gross profit should be applied only on sales of last year level, right? This is what we've done here. Where did we apply this 50% gross profit? Sales of last year's level 1 lakh. Okay. And last point. Assuming that goods are sold by FIFO method, stock on the date of fire should be adjusted for change in purchase price. For change in purchase price. As we have done here. Purchase price has risen by 10%. So whatever is the stock on the date of fire, 60,000. That we have adjusted for change in purchase price. 60,000 plus 10%, 60,000. Because by FIFO method we assume opening stock is entirely sold. And whatever is stock on the date of fire is only out of purchases. So did everyone understand this?
Yes.
Now last point in the chapter is abnormal stock. Do you read it? Abnormal stock means what?
बराबर नहीं.
Yes, barabar nahi. Means either the stock is damaged
आप चला हुआ.
or to any reason the stock is damaged or maybe the stock has been, gone out of fashion, out of trend, or maybe the stock is no more existing in the market, it has become obsolete, outdated. Abnormal stock is any such stock on which we cannot earn the same percentage of gross profit. Either you earn less gross profit or you incur loss. Because the stock is obsolete, outdated, out of fashion, damaged, you cannot earn this 50% profit on that stock because it is abnormal. So abnormal stock is that stock at which this normal gross profit cannot be earned. When such a stock exists, then in whichever year that stock exists, that year's trading account you make with 3 columns: normal, abnormal, total. If it is there in the fire year, then memorandum trading account normal, abnormal, total. If it is there in last year also, then even last year's trading account normal, abnormal, and this percentage of gross profit will all be done in normal column only. Abnormal will have its own figures as per the information given in the question. Because generally it is not at a profit, it is at a loss. So you just have to make all the trading accounts with 3 columns: normal, abnormal, total. In whichever year it's included. And percentage of gross profit etc. will be done only in the column of normal. Abnormal will have its own figures depending on the value of question. Did everyone understand this?
Yes.
This is the most complicated point in the chapter, and I would suggest in exams, right now though we are doing it, but in exams if normal abnormal point comes, then you go in for the optional one, self-balancing ledger. Otherwise this chapter is comfortable. Is everyone clear with this? So write down in the summary itself abnormal stock. Abnormal stock includes, first point, abnormal stock includes the goods which cannot be sold, the goods which cannot be sold at normal rate of gross profit, because they are damaged or obsolete. OBSOLETE. Obsolete means outdated or out of fresh, out of trend, etc. Or out of trend, etc. These are the reasons possible, okay? Now, second point right now. Normal rate of gross profit will be applied on normal sales only. First off, abnormal sales would generally be at a loss, which will be shown in trading account on credit side. Understood this, Arina? So look at question number 3. Yes, I repeat it, I am doing it because it's done in college. But see that in exams, if abnormal point comes, good chances that you make mistake in solving it. So going for self-balancing ledger. Otherwise, also if you want to go in for self-balancing ledger, fine, but both the chapters are equally easy. Now look at question 3. Fred Limited suffered loss of stock due to fire on June 30, 2015. And then June 30, 2015, that is date of fire. If you see the below information, financial year or calendar year?
Finance.
Yes, April can be seen means it's a financial year. So memorandum trading account we will make from? Memorandum trading account we will make from 1st April 2015 to June 30, 2015. From the following information, prepare a statement showing the claim to be launched. Now what is this stock on 1st April 2014? The 7,68,000 figure is visible. Last year's opening stock, market as LY. What is this purchases during 14 to 15? Don't tell me 32 lakhs. Only LY. 1st April to 31st March. Okay, purchases 14 to 15 means 1st April 2014 to 31st March 2015. So that is last year. Silence everyone. Sales during 14 to 15? Last year. LY. Stock on 31st March 2015? LY, FY both. Now here only one is given, so don't say by LY, FY both.
Yes.
Last year's closing stock will become 5 years opening stock. So LY, FY both. Purchases from 1st April to 30th June date of fire? FY. Sales from 1st April to 30th June date of fire? FY. Now, this paragraph is very complicated, so listen carefully. An item of stock purchased in 2013, last year, at a cost of rupees 2 lakhs, was valued at 1,20,000 on 31st March 2014. So can I say abnormal? 2 lakhs item is now valued at 1,20,000, means it is abnormal. And that would be included in that stock on 1st April 2014. 31st March 2014 would be the same as 1st April 2014. Stock on 31st March 2014, last year's closing stock, would be the same as 1st April 2014, last year's opening stock. In the above table, what is stock on 1st April 2014? In that 7,68,000. This abnormal stock of 1,20,000 is included. In that 7,68,000, abnormal stock of this 1,20,000 is included. Means how much would be the normal stock? 768 minus 120, 648. That we will write in normal column. As I said, we will be making the trading accounts with 2 columns. So in abnormal column, you will write 1,20,000. And in normal column, you write 6,48,000. Any confusions up till here? Half of this stock, at 2 lakhs half, was sold in 14 to 15, means last year itself, for rupees 52,000, and 14 to 15 market as LY. Now, what is last year's sales? 40,52,000. Out of that, 52,000 are the sales of abnormal stock. How much is normal sales? 40 lakhs. We have to always divide in 2 columns. Okay? Remaining stock means unsold stock was valued at 48,000 on 31st March 2015. Now how much is the stock on 31st March 2015? 6,36,000. Out of that abnormal is 48,000. So normal would be 636 minus 48, 5,88,000. 1/4 of the remaining stock. This 48,000's 1/4 is how much? 1/4 of the remaining stock. So this 48,000's 1/4, 12,000. Was sold in May 2015 for 10,000. 2,000's lost definitely, but May 2015 means sales of prior year, and then May 2015 market FY. How much is sales of prior year? 12,28,000. So can I say 10,000 is included in that?
Yes.
What would be the normal sales? 12,18,000. Able to understand it or not? May 2015 means 5 year. How much is 5 years sales? In the above table, how much is the sales of 5 year? 12,28,000. Out of that, abnormal sales is 10,000. So what would be the normal sales? 12,18,000. The remaining stock. Now, out of 48,000, how much is sold? 12,000? 1/4. How much is remaining? 36,000? the remaining stock was considered 60% of the original cost. Means again out of that 36,000, 60% is only its value now. 40% is again the loss. Salvage was 24,000. This all will come in abnormal column, okay? Salvage will come at the end in statement of claim. And then the amount of policy was 6 lakhs, so average clause will come, and it's given also there was an average clause in the policy. Did you understand this portion, everyone? So all the information about abnormal is given. When we make the columns, abnormal information will come in abnormal column and normal information balancing figure will come in normal column. So first we have to make last year's account. First we have to make last year's trading account. How many columns? 3 columns. Right now, trading account for the year ended 31/3/15. Particulars and 3 columns, normal, abnormal, total. In college they have taken 2 new points which I have to take up on Monday. One is regarding voyage account. They have taken incomplete voyage in progress questions. And they have taken, in fact, they have also one new question which I have to do in the class. So on Monday I'll take up first with that computer accounting theory. And these 2 new questions which I done at college I'll take up on Monday. Shall I continue now? Everyone has made the format? Yes, dear reader. Very first, opening stock. Now listen carefully. Total opening stock you can see 7,68,000 for last year. Last year's trading account we are making right now. Now see in the paragraph below and tell me, out of this how much is abnormal? 1,20,000. Can you all see that? So normal would be 6,48,000. 768 minus 120. Anyone who did not understand this? All are clear with it? Now what are purchases of last year? 32 lakhs. Now tell me, would you ever purchase the abnormal stock?
No.
So entire purchases are normal only. Your stock purchase may later on become abnormal, but from the market you will never purchase abnormal goods. So purchases are all normal. Did everyone understand this? Any purchase expenses? So now we come on the credit side, sales. By sales, what are the total sales? 40,52,000. Now see the paragraph below and tell me, how much are abnormal sales? So normal, any confusion? 40,52,000 minus 52,000, 40 lakhs. Now stock on 31st March 15, closing stock. Leave around 2 lines, then write by. Closing stock. Why we are leaving 2 lines, I will tell you that later. Now how much is total stock? 6,36,000. Out of that, how much is abnormal? If you read the next paragraph, 48,000. How much is normal? 5,88,000. 5,88,000. Did you understand this? Now why this line is left be-ended? Normal will be at profit, but abnormal will be at loss. So normal columns balancing figure will come in debit side, which will call it as gross profit. And abnormal columns balancing figure will come on credit side, which will call it as loss. Did everyone understand this? Total column ignore. We are interested in knowing only normal and abnormal. So totals balancing we will do, but that is of no relevance. Okay, so first of all normal. 45,88,000 minus 38,48,000. So 7,40,000 to gross profit in bracket balancing figure. And as I said, abnormal will be at a loss. So 1,20,000 minus 50 and 40, 90 and 10, 1 lakh. So 20,000 is the loss. By, don't call it as gross loss, simply loss in bracket balancing figure. Okay, that loss is of abnormal stock. Did you understand this difference? Total is not needed. As a formality, just we do the balancing. So 46, 46, 50, 70, 47 lakh 8,000 minus 39 lakh 68,000. So 7 lakh 40,000. As I said, it's not needed. We are just doing as a formality. Now, We are interested in knowing the percentage of gross profit of normal sales. So how do you find that percentage gross profit for normal sales? In bracket write for normal sales only. Gross profit upon sales into 100. What is the gross profit in normal column? 7,40,000. What is the sales in normal column? 40 lakhs into 100. 18.5%. 14 lakhs 18% is 720. 20 is 5. 18.5% is it?
Yes.
So what is the percentage of gross profit of normal sales? 18.5%. Anyone who did not understand this? All are clear with it? Now we have to make memorandum trading account again with 3 columns. Name is not given, Fred Limited. Memorandum trading account for the period from 1/4/15 to what is the date of file? 30th June 2015. Again 3 columns. Yes, be attentive now. Very first of all, opening stock. Silence now, be attentive. Opening stock will be the last year's closing stock. Directly compared normal 588, abnormal 48, total 6,36,000. Okay, last year's closing stock exactly same 588, 48, 636 becomes current year's opening stock. Now what are the purchases? Fire year 10,80,000. As I discussed, you never purchase abnormal stock, so entire 10,80,000 will come in normal. Any confusions in this? Any purchase expenses? Directly sales. By sales 12,28,000. Now see in the next paragraph. How much is abnormal sales? 10,000. Do you all find it? So normal would be 12,18,000. Now gross profit we will apply only on normal sales. Means how will you count gross profit? 12,18,000 into 18.5%. Any confusion in this? Gross profit 18.5% we will apply only on normal sales. So 12,18,000 into 18.5% is how much? 225,330. Now in normal column we can obtain the stock on the date of fire. First let us do with normal column. 5, 15, 17, 18, 60, 18, 80, 1893, 330. 1893, 330 minus 12,18,000. 6, leave 2 lines then write it, okay? 6, 7, 5, 9, sorry 330 by stock on the date of fire. In bracket balancing figure. Any confusions up till here? All clear with it? Now regarding abnormal, understand it. Out of 48,000, 1/4 was sold. See the last paragraph? Out of this opening stock, 48,000, 1/4 was sold. How much is remaining unsold? 3/4. 36,000. And that is valued 60%. That is also valued 60% of its cost. Any confusion? Once again, if you see the next paragraph, out of this 48,000 abnormal, how much was sold for this 10,000, 1/4? So how much is remaining unsold? 3/4, 36,000. And that is also valued at 60% of its cost. Do you find it? So this abnormal stock on the date of fire. Abnormal stock on the date of fire is 48,000 into 3/4. Did you understand this? 3/4? 1/4 is sold, so unsold is 3/4. Into 60%. What is its value? 21,600. You will understand it or not? Everyone? Raise your hand who did not understand this calculation. 3/4 is unsold and its value is 60%. So directly in abnormal column write 21. As I said, in abnormal column you always have the loss. 48,000 minus 31,600, that is 16,400 by loss in bracket balancing figure. Okay, how is this 21,600 obtained? Everyone is clear? An abnormal would always be at a loss of 48,000 minus this 31,600 you subtract. So the total loss is 16,400. Okay, and then this 675, 330 plus 21,600 100, 695, 930, and this should be spread up only because both the sides every amount is available. So 10, 16, 18, 30, 19, 10, 19, 30, 19, 41, 330. Did you understand this? Any figure you are not clear, raise your hand. Okay, 675, 330 plus 21, 600, 695, 330, 930. Here 48,000 minus 31, 600, 16, 400. That itself is the total. 225, 330 itself is the total. Now statement of claim etc. is to be done in the same manner. Make statement of claim. Yes, 696. Now how do we start in the statement of claim? Stock on the date of fire 696,930 less salvage. Is there any salvage given? 24,000. So 672,930 stock destroyed by fire. Any confusions in this? Then which two things do we compare? Stock on the date of fire, which is 696,930, and policy amount. Policy amount is given 6 lakhs. Can you all see in the question? So by average clause, what is the formula of claim amount? Stock destroyed by fire multiplied by policy amount divided by stock on the date of fire. Okay, stock destroyed by fire 672,930 into policy amount 6 lakhs divided by stock on the date of fire 696,930. What does it come to? 672,930 into 6 lakhs divided by 696,930. 57338. 579,338. Okay. So, as I said, abnormal comes, then it's better you going for self-balancing ledger. Not complicated, but some chances of making mistake anywhere will appear. That's why. See, presently from exam questions, I am not giving you any homework because now whatever left out in exam are the abnormal stock question only. So we don't want to waste time on that. But these two questions you repeat. These two questions you repeat, so that if this kind of question comes in exams, you are able to do it. Syllabus is over, only computerized accounting theory that will take up on Monday, and plus we'll take up with 2 new examples done in college in voyage accounting and